DSLG, I'm spurging hard. Spurging all over the place.
Well, time to run all the way back. Actually, this might be a good place to try out the Black Orb with some of the other sub-weapons. See what it does with the cross. Oh, apparently it's called Six Saints.
Is that Knights of the Round?
I was about to say.
It's apparently just homing lasers.
Oh man.
And with the axe, it's apparently rapid slash. Huh, that's pretty cool. Okay, and that's essentially Terry Bogart's Power Wave.
Power wave!
Are you okay?
Okay.
Thunderstorm.
I think I'll go with the axe.
The
Because that's
Bell
probably
Ball
about
gives
as close
the
as we'll ever
powers.
be able to get to using the Doppelganger's moveset.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a shame. People make
And it's
Devil May
really
Cry.
difficult to be able to tell whether or not I'm actually avoiding those lasers thanks to the camera.
Bonk.
Okay, that works too.
I like how when people make Devil May Cry Devil May Cry coins, they always forget about the Ifrit gauntlets.
Yeah.
Because yeah, a lot of people started using those, but they were really great.
You're just great fun. Especially when you manage to land a fully charged head. Feels good, man.
I just love that one move you could do in Devil Trigger where you just red hot kick into the enemy and then you do this ridiculous combo. I just love using that move. Also throwing fireballs, which is actually a hidden weakness of Virgil. Sorry, did I say Virgil? I mean Nero Angelo.
Is that your Medjuak?
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh wait, it was Nello Angelo.
Yep, Nelo Angelo.
Yeah, no, for some reason they didn't translate it properly.
Oh,
Pro tip, Japan.
so you don't get confused with Nero in like 4 games.
What's a Roman emperor doing here?
I don't know, I
Especially
forget.
that-
Nero was the one that had a relationship with his mother and essentially burned Rome to the ground.
Actually, Nero was a pretty decent emperor. He just wasn't very popular with, people who actually write down history.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Compared to his immediate predecessor and his successors, he was actually pretty good at his job.
Yeah?
The whole thing about sodomizing puppies and the public forum and such, probably just hearsay.
The Romans did like melodramatic gestures. Like when Caesar just rode up to the Senate and this one guy did not cheer for him and he was like, huh, ask that guy if it's okay. And then he just did that for an entire week apparently. Like every time someone would ask him, he would just tell them to ask that one senator didn't cheer.
You know, for something as super rare as the Mana Prism, it really doesn't recover all that much magic.
That they really want you to block.
Time to open the big door.
Oh hey, it's this
There we
stairway.
go. Yeah, up to the tower.
Can you fall down the stairs and get the all the upgrades?
Unfortunately, no. There's an invisible wall.
Hello, Mr. Walter. Are you home?
Welcome. I have
Hey,
been
how's
waiting.
Sarah doing?
How the fuck are you sitting? Jesus.
That is a tiny throne for him.
I was about to say, you need a bigger chair.
It seems you have
I
enjoyed
was waiting
the
for you,
gift
Leon.
that
My
I
back
gave
is
you.
starting to age.
Actually, is that the same kind of chair that we saw in Ghostly
Thanks to
Theater?
that,
No, I don't
I
think it
now
was.
have the power to defeat you.
It didn't
Well,
have handrails.
That power is
I now
quite
have the
something.
power to defeat you.
Power
But
of
I
that
am
woman.
beloved by the night. You will taste my powers.
I'll kill you and the knight.
Interesting. Now the curtain rises on this delightful little game.
Here we go. There's the line we've been waiting for.
I wonder how I forgot about that line.
And who's that on the painting in the background? Is that supposed to be him?
I don't think so.
It looks nothing alike.
Looks like some weird painting where the eye got
Yeah, here
photoshopped.
we go. Teleports and fireballs.
What? What's
There
happening?
is nothing left to protect you. I'll fulfill my promise to Sarah
Oh, you
now.
was gasp. I actually took damage.
Yet. The power of the night is still full.
Ah, to go
I
into
shall
my
teach
true
you the
form.
meaning of true terror.
Grant me power.
How does that armor even work?
Badly. That's right, just slam him into the throne. Then pummel him while he's in the throne.
Just slam him into a throne, start thumbing the shit out of him,
Yeah.
drive him deeper into the throne,
Tap circle as fast as possible to do damage to Walter.
then just use a single stake driver to break him through the throne. Then you see, then when he gets up, you see the pillow and there's a huge footprint in it.
There's just a Walter print on the wall. It seems we're finally up against a boss that actually hits hard.
Apparently.
Fireball fell. Oh, magma ball.
Yeah, I was about to say. Let's quickly unmute the stream a bit so we can see what the music is like.
I would imagine that it would be Dance Evolution.
Not really. Well, the thing is, he's not really Dracula. He's just some random vampire.
I really love that game.
He still does the laughing and when he teleports, though. So it should be mentioned that we are basically at the end of the game, but we have not even seen Matthias yet, except for in the intro cut bit. I thought he was supposed to be a character in this game.
Give it time.
Whoa, now that was a big boom right there.
Yeah, that one does a crap load of damage.
Explosion!
I think they actually called that the demonic Megiddo or something.
Yeah, the Migdo. Fuck yeah.
Not have
Kilo.
happened.
Sarah's suffering.
Walt just looks around and goes, hey, wait a minute.
Ronaldo's grief.
Oh, my fans.
Carve them into your cursed body.
And all my anger too.
Perish.
Wait, were you literally looking into the camera when the enemy was elsewhere, Leon? That was literally what you were doing. You were looking into the camera for your close-up, and then you turned to face the person you were talking to. Holy shit.
But someday, it will be mine. No! You betrayed me! I shall take your soul!
He's here.
Well
I
done.
really do have to wonder how that motion capture actor must have felt.
I offer to the king who wields the
It also kind of reminds me of a Sentai villain.
Leon is all like, Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the behemoth.
That's planet Namek exploding.
Oh no, did Goku get time?
Excellent.
Oh hey, it's our
I never
friend
spent
Matthias.
a better night.
This is the first time I appear on screen.
Well,
Marvel
he
at my
did
CGI
also
model.
show up in
You didn't disappoint
after we
me,
killed
Leon.
Joachim, but
I knew without a doubt.
I don't know,
that
he
you would
was
accomplish
sort of
this. What is the meaning of
spectre-ish
this?
when that happened.
I needed a powerful vampire soul. That is all.
By the way, I was evil all along.
And also incidentally, Matthias is voiced by Crispin Freeman.
Your betrothed,
Yeah.
Sarah, Ronaldo, and Walter. I used
This was
to
probably
love
one of the easier jobs for him. He just shows up at the end, does some dialogue, and that's it. He can go home.
My name is Zelgadis. I mean Matthias
Crimson
Conquest.
Stone?
Ah, you know it. I'm impressed.
And I'm
I
fucking
need Walter's
invincible.
soul mine with the power of this
I'm
stone.
one badass vampire overlord.
I sense a rage from this whip. Matthias, you abandoned humanity?
That's right. By becoming a vampire,
Matthias,
I
could it
returned
be?
to life. That was my goal. It was my revenge against God.
Hey Leon, being a vampire is pretty sweet. You should try it out someday.
We have risked our lives and fought
My
for the sake of
revenge
God.
against God.
But God,
Dude,
mercifully
what?
stole away the one I loved most. When all I ever
Shouldn't
wished
you be
for
more
was
angry at the
Elizabeth's
Vatican?
safety.
No, you see.
If limited life
I was a
is
good
God's
crusader.
decree,
I killed
then
shitloads
I
of innocent
shall
brown
defy
people.
it, and
Why
within
did God
that
let my
eternity,
girlfriend
I
die?
shall
Oh, blue,
curse
blue,
him
blue, blue.
forevermore.
Matthias.
So basically he's going, fuck you dad.
Yep.
Leon,
You can tell me when to die.
you should know.
He does have some of the better written lines in the game, though, I have to say.
I do understand. How you feel. I too.
Then come with me. I will give you eternity.
Elkree, that is actually how you wear a shoulder cape.
You wretched fool.
It took just a silly time.
Is this
Yep.
what the woman
It
you
was
loved would have
fashion.
wanted? The Matthias I know would not have loved such a woman.
It also makes people think you've got a really big right arm.
Was a kind, honorable woman.
Your right hand comes on.
Concerned only for me.
That's why I have to wear the cape, Leon.
That is why I hate him. Am I wrong?
Elisa Besa was a kind woman
Not
with a
to
lisp.
feed Walter with hatred in your heart too.
Yeah, let me just honor my
Yes, I'd
wife's
be
memory
lying if
by
I
becoming
claimed
pure
otherwise.
evil.
Yup.
Defeating him.
That way I'll never be with her.
Preventing others from suffering the same
Oh,
cursed
fuck you,
fate.
God.
That was Sarah's dying wish.
Now Leon needs to walk around in place and try to
That is
discuss
know-
this talking point
prove
with
my love
himself.
to Sarah.
You know what the great thing is about this Elisabetta thing?
Without her,
He's just going to find another woman in like 200 years.
Yep.
Leon,
The Symphony of the Night.
I thought that you would understand.
It makes him look a bit silly, honestly.
Dawn is
Well,
coming.
you know, the dude is like what, 30,
Farewell, Leon.
30 or something?
Death
Then he gets
is
reincarnated
all
to,
yours.
you know, have a perfect Shinto priestess girlfriend.
Nice.
Honestly, that was probably his best plan. I have a plan, I'll become my own anime.
Now you must fight me, Death himself. Yeah, Skullmageddon.
Master's order. You will be destroyed here.
I like in Portrait of Ruin, the final fight, you fight both Death and Dracula at the same time. And it's pretty great.
Welcome to the Bloody Hall.
Welcome to the blood dimension.
Time to whip death with a vampire killer that can kill death itself.
It burns with a rage for all things. and
Jabbering,
that
flaming skulls that explode. That's pretty great. I like it.
you're like my Halloween parlor trick spell. It is a rage with all the kids that come here.
Yak, 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 yak. And those skulls are yucking it up.
Allow me to perform my rendition of Here's Halloween.
Well, technically, I'll agree. According to the game pages themselves, it's not actually death. It's just Shinigami, which means that he is one of many gods of death that has just decided to side with Dracula. And it's the same one that comes back over and over again because apparently he never learns his lesson.
Oh, Dracula gives him how to be. Being a dead god is kind of boring.
After a while, it gets a bit samey.
This way he meets lots of men who showed me very good time.
Oh, sure. You got sighted, son.
Deadly Tempest!
Captain Correct is actually my secret superhero name.
Deadly Tempest!
Correct.
My superpower is that my opinion becomes fact when spoken out loud.
Deadly Tempest!
For example, if I say Hitler did nothing wrong, all those millions of Jews will literally be just come back to life like the Namekians in Dragon Ball. Yes.
That's pretty great.
Yes, this is the comparison I just made. Holocaust and Dragon Ball. Deal with it.
As you see, they're very similar.
Yes, incredibly so. Frieza is just an allegory for Hitler, basically.
Oh.
Which he technically is, really.
Yeah, but did you know when Hitler was cornered by the Allied forces and he threw the dead ball?
Yep. Well, if he had one, he would have. That is why the Allies were so desperate to make sure that their heavy water projects and so on did not work out, because if Nazis had actually developed a nuclear weapon of their own, that would have been troublesome. Hitler would have built his office on top of one of those things with a trigger in his
I
hand.
have the power to destroy all related to the vampires. Though you have divine powers, you are no
That
exception.
turns he likes being whipped by beefy men.
I have the power to destroy all related to the vampires, such as, you know, a death god.
Give
What?
him this message.
How can you be dead when you're a dead god?
Being, and I will
He just
never
goes to hell to
forgive
regroup.
Alright, Lex, where are you? I need your
my
help.
kinsmen will destroy
Give him
you.
this message. I will never forgive you.
From this
I don't
day
like you
on,
anymore.
The Belmont clan will hunt
Okay, so
the
here's
night.
a list of all my kinsmen will kill you. Gets a bit complicated after, you know,
The Belmont
1900s.
clan will hunt the night. Dude, you're an unmarried virgin. There is no Belmont clan yet.
Well, now he has to get started on it.
Yeah, I suppose. Good luck. Isn't it just fortuitous that his fiance is dead? So we can just start banging right away?
Yeah.
Convenient.
Now he can bang other women to avenge his fiancée to honor his fiancée's memory.
Yep. And his fiance's soul is hanging at his hip the whole time.
The word needs to be.
He just walks into a bar and tries to pick up ladies with lines like, "Hey, you wanna help me defeat the knight?" The whip just reaches up and starts strangling him. Ah!
Somehow it still works out.
Castlevania, the romantic comedy. Now on Crunchyroll.
Hey, Gandalf. You wanna help me defeat the knight?
I thought you'd never ask. Best friend ending unlocked. The eternal night has lifted. Oh, look at the poor castle.
No callback to Castlevania 2, huh?
Let me just
And that's
swagger out of here. Yep.
That's the ending.
it. And
So,
the credits has some pretty good music. I think it's specifically called Admiration for a Clan, and it even has a bit of Vampire Killer put in there.
so he just leaves. He doesn't go back to Mr. Gandalf or talks to him or anything, or visit his fiance's grave. Nothing.
He just went back to his castle and immediately started clubbing.
I suppose.
He need to just get started on that clan right away.
He just goes back to his barony and just reinstates it and puts up signs.
Okay, now we have to draw the seigneur again.
Leon Belmont looking for female volunteers for creation of Belmont clan. Preferred
Warning,
young,
baby retconned.
attractive, strong, and nubile.
Warning, applicants must be aware that they might be retconned.
Applicants will be screened for dark influences and vampirism.
Yeah. Must like whips.
Oh my. It was sounding good so far, but just right at the end, you can see that the crowd thins a bit.
Sound engineer, create Matsufuji. The star in the middle.
Drama coordinator, Meg Igai.
There was a lot of drama in here. And the drama actors.
In association with animes. Oh man.
I think they did later change to just Bang Zoom Entertainment.
Yeah. I prefer animes though. Oh hey, Most was involved. There you go. Special thanks to Aoni.
Guys is saying that you cannot have behead or pierce a vampire's heart with a whip. But have you seen what we have done to Walter?
Have you seen what the vampire killer canonically looks like? It has a spiked weight at the end, made out of silver.
Also, you can like grab a stake with the end and then whip it into the vampire's heart.
Struggle against evil.
I mean, you smash walls with that fucking thing in Castlevania.
Matthias and the Belmonts will not meet
One of the
again
things I
for
did like
hundreds
about
of years. Matthias goes into
Lords of
hiding in
Shadows
foreign
is that
lands
the vampire
and
killer
continues
looks like
to
it could
curse
fucking
God
wreck you.
for eternity.
Yeah.
That thing looks
Eventually,
heavy as
he
hell.
names himself
The thing is,
Lord
goes into
of the
hiding in
Vampires.
foreign lands and continues to curse God for eternity. Well, alright.
The years
Fuck you,
before
God.
the next meeting
Then he
pass
names
slowly,
himself Lord of the Vampires. Man, can you do that?
with finality.
I should do that.
The intermission in this exquisite play from which two souls will never escape.
Should just put that on my card. Lord of all vampires, King of the Night.
I hunt the night.
I will kill you and the night.
That didn't really look like a pagoda up there, honestly.
Okay, there we go, 100%.
Oh, now we're going to play as Joachim, right?
Probably.
Fuck you. And under 5 hours too. But you
Special
seem...
ending where you see Leon strip down a little bit.
He removes his jacket and it turns out it's actually Samus Aran.
Yeah, here he is.
So yeah, Joachim plays a little bit differently than Leon did. For one, he doesn't have any sort of item menu whatsoever. So if you press start, all you get is just, you know, whether you want to adjust the sound or if you want to turn on vibration. And there's also the fact that his swords have two particular modes. There's one where they just simply go in a straight line. And then there's another mode where they pretty much just do a bunch of random vertical slashes, I believe.
Oh,
Or maybe it's
nice.
horizontal, I don't know which.
He's literally a Gundam though.
Double O game made like sword funnels. Estudios, that is. I'm sorry, sword bits.
That is a good possibility that I might end up dying a couple of times here because he's it's a little bit tougher with him than it was with Leon due to the fact that he doesn't get any sort of
Perfect.
well, that or the fact that he doesn't get any sort of armor.
The right side, apparently you can just lock on.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really work all too well. You need to actually get close enough in order to do that.
Still 140 damage and not having to be in melee range. It helps. So what magic mastery does Joachim possess, I was about to say.
Well, I might as well show it off now. Let's see. There we go. It's essentially a gigantic laser.
Giant fuck off laser.
And the thing is, unlike with Leon, all you need to do is just keep attacking and that'll fill up your magic meter.
So you
Which is honestly what they
have-
should have done in the first place.
So you have sword funnels and the moonlight laser. Alright. You're a Gundam, alright.
That's their spawn.
I might die a few times, Shiny said, and then perfect that it was.
Oh no, it's demonic Machito.
And now we need to fight Death.
That?
He's the hard part.
We get no cutscene for that.
Nope. Actually, with both bonus characters, they don't get any cutscenes whatsoever except for at the end, and even then it's only Joachim that actually gets a cutscene. The other one pretty much doesn't get anything.
I think Walter would be a bit surprised this guy would be back in his throne room after he flushed him down the toilet. Is there a golem mode?
No.
Just walking really, really slowly from place to place.
Your light bar is the E. Maybe that.
It removes one line every time you're hit. You should really use the huge laser more.
I'm sort of saving that.
No, come on. You know you want to.
Happens every day.
All those fucking skulls.
Okay, here we go.
Finally cast for final spell.
Hadouken!
Summon animatronic Santa. Do you have in both frames when you're doing the master spawn? Giant?
Oh, sorry.
Do you have in both frames where you're doing the Master Spark?
Yep.
I don't use that all the time, man.
Fuck you. Well,
And
guess I'm
that's-
the Vampire King now.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty much his
gross.
entire ending there. He just sits on Walter's throne and just yucks it up.
Yeah.
This journey is really uncomfortable.
Yeah. I haven't seen everyone who tries to sit in it. It's just like, this is. Oh, it doesn't work.
I think I'm going back to my sewer.
First order of the day, order a new chair. Maybe I should go see that Ronaldo guy down in the shed.
Hey Ronaldo, I'm the new Lord of Darkness.
Mind making me
I
a
want you
chair?
to make me a chair out of alchemy.
I killed the guy who killed your daughter.
He alchemizes the perfect chair. The problem is that it's so good that once you sit down, you don't want to get up.
Just liquefies the spine.
He has to melt into it. Ah. And yes, guys, this game was decanonized by the Lord of Shadows series.
I think Lord of Shadows has been said to be its own thing now.
Yeah, it is technically its own thing, but it is also the leading Castlevania series right now.
Yeah, but it's more of
Though
a
at this
reboot,
point,
I think.
since the second one came out, Mercury's theme has apparently, pretty much decided to no longer work on Castlevania after that.
Actually,
So now the question is, what's going to happen to the series now? Especially considering that Higurachi's gone. And, yeah, sorry, you were saying.
technically, if that's the case, then Lord of Shadows 2 retcons the Arya games. Because it's also set in the common day.
Basically, they should hand it over to me. I'll write the next Castlevania game.
Let's finally write that 1999 battle thing.
It's going to be about Matthias Kronqvist as Dracula and how cool he is. Then he wins.
Then he becomes an anime.
Yeah. My name's Dracula and I'm an anime.
I do like that apparently Julius Belmont spent like 10 years walking around in Castlevania with amnesia. Going, huh?
Well, he's such a fucking badass though.
Yeah.
So monsters would just jump up and he would just instantly kill them and go, well, I don't know.
Who am I?
Why am I so cool?
The monsters don't even want to fight him anymore, they just offer him food.
Oof, jeez, stay away from that guy.
Oh, take my coffee. Please don't hurt me. Here, I'll give you my steak.
Some poor guy's just sitting there. He's just opened up this lunchbox. And then the Belmont just leans over his shoulder and says, "That looks pretty good. You can have it."
Hey,
Thank
do you
you.
know who I am?
Do you have any idea who I am? And he opens up his jacket and there's a scar shaped like a bee on the chest.
Because I actually don't.
It's the Belmont!
Legend of the End of Century Belmont.
That's literally what he is, though.
Okay, now let's go with the pumpkin character.
Yeah, pumpkin!
Jack Skeleton. That's probably what this is a reference to, right? Oh.
Go get
Yeah,
him,
you
pumpkin.
probably can't hear it, but every step he makes makes a little it makes a little noise.
That transition screen is pretty great.
Yeah, he does various things. He either jumps into the air or he does a freaking hurricane kick, all sorts of stuff.
That's what is a kicker.
And also, it's essentially like Leon, so he actually does have an item menu and everything. He can even talk to Ronaldo and everything, although he doesn't really say anything to him except, the usual stuff like I appreciate your business and such.
Does he
And-
kill Sarah?
In what's also rather funny is that instead of actually giving him his own name, it's just Leon Belmont's name crossed out.
That's a
Very good.
ball and a hard candy. Right?
Also, one other thing, if you actually stand still long enough, he actually starts humming a song.
What song is it?
Walter inside, it's just like, what the hell is that? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's got loose.
It's also a little bit easier with this guy due to the fact that he actually starts out with the vampire killer whip.
I see, he uses the whip.
He has already killed Sarah.
I'd say the only real disadvantage is that when he uses a whip, he's a bit slower than Leon. And he also has his own specially themed sub-weapons.
Are they different in any way?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. His vampire killer is red, apparently. Is he just beating him up with one of those giant candy strings?
It's possible.
Licorice.
Yeah.
I like those. My grandma used to buy those for me.
Oh. Spread pumpkin.
Pumpkin buster.
Grab pumpkin. This is great.
Ow, ow, ow. What the hell?
Rampage pumpkin.
Shot pumpkin.
Just drops it on his head, that's great. And of course the large pumpkin.
Pumpkin, so...
Pumpkin is basically the character of the decade.
I actually remember another Castlevania game had a mode where you actually play as a X-Armor.
So that is the other way.
Was it Symphony? Yeah, I guess it was.
Well, there was at least if you used a specific name, you'd actually start with the axe armor. I'm sure there was a specific bonus mode where you get to play as the Axe Knight.
You had one, and you had the entire Axe Knight moveset, which was that one charge attack and throwing axes.
Yes, at the store. According to a lot of people, this game is terrible and Castlevania 64 is entirely superior, both mechanically and in terms of themes and story.
Castlevania 64 is actually, well, not a great game, but I do think it's sort of interesting to look at what they try to do there.
I just like that even speedrunners say that the game is broken, but in the bad way.
They don't have the technical aptitude to do what they wanted to do.
Well, and it was also pretty much impossible to be able to, you know, come up with anything that would actually hold up since this was after Symphony of the Night.
I mean, after Rondo of Blood.
Fuck yeah. PC Engine, bitches, what you gonna do? Death has no fucking clue what's going on here, seriously.
Are you a Shinigami?
Pump Death. Death Killer. Can't be stopped.
Turns out that Pumpkin is actually the Enma.
Pumpkin is a god, come to punish the vampires that tarnish his name.
He is the king of death, to judge the death.
Double death.
No one would ever expect him to be so small, or her. Who
It's-
knows what is underneath that pumpkin?
Yeah. Someone pulls up the pumpkin and there's just a butt. It turns out that the pumpkin has been walking on its hands all along.
Deadly tempest!
He has tested every whip. It is the pumpkin's day.
And yeah, unfortunately, the pumpkin character doesn't get any ending cutscene, but he does get special artwork for the credits.
Aww.
What is that thing that he has that glows?
I don't know.
Is that a fish or a tadpole?
I don't know.
I think it might just be a happy green ghost of some kind. Maybe it is the soul of Ronaldo's daughter. That he alchemized into a doll because he's a really creepy dude.
Ronaldo swearing allegiance to his new liege.
Let the light of pumpkin wash over you and cleanse your soul.
This was his first plan. It was kinda silly, but it worked.
And yeah, this totally happened during the fight.
Pow! Oh no! I got pumpkined!
Pumpkin!
Can't stop the pumpkin.
Well, looking at it there, I guess that weird tadpole-looking thing is supposed to be his right hand. So I don't know, I guess
I think he's holding
Pumpkin
it.
and Ronaldo were having a bit of a E.T. moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where in the canon is Kid Dracula now?
Nowhere. And it never was.
But it totally is, because Galamot is in it.
No.
And Galamot is then in Symphony
And
of the
that was
Night.
it. And that was apparently Pumpkin's entire objective of coming to the castle, to get a basket of candy.
Yep. He was just trick or treating.
Oh, a little bit more.
This is what was going on immediately before Leon arrived and ruined everything. Everyone was just one big happy family.
Oh hey, the next group is already ready.
Get ready.
Christopher Heck.
Yep.
Well, I
was
assume he
good.
probably had a better childhood than one guy that works at Capcom called Brandon Gay.
Yep.
Was too polite to call himself Christopher Hell. The end.
So yeah, that's pretty much the Lament of Innocence. I don't think there's really anything left.
No, I don't think so. You showed off the entire map. You showed off the extra characters, and yeah.
Very crippled, we just finished Lament of Innocence.
And then Blood is going to play Dark Sword 2 for the PC.
Yeah. Lament of Innocence.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of it?
Nowhere near as bad as people make it out to be, I have to say.
I could see it be a bit stale or repetitive, but it's not bad.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, isn't it? I mean, it's like, it's a first generation PS2 action game, and that's exactly what it is. It's no more, no less. It just happens to have the Castlevania license attached to it.
Hey, here's the giant bomb run again. Have you beaten the giant bomb record? Da.
They basically just recorded a game journalist that came along to try out the game.
Oh, where's the tutorial? What am I supposed to do?
I can't get over how fucking huge those bats are. Look at them. They're so big. I wanna hold one. I wanna grab onto its legs and then use it to fly.
At the very least, we can check some of the names of the songs.
Stone King Golem.
Death Flower.
Elemental Tactician. Whose team is that?
Oh, Elemental Tactician, those elemental optional bosses.
Why doesn't the R-type boss have any teams?
Might be further down, maybe.
Dark Knight Toccata.
But Belmont killed the knight.
Evil Symphonic Poem.
Castlevania Reincarnation. And the Anti-Soul Mysteries Lab.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
My
in that.
god.
Dark and Shrouded Nightscape. Pet narration of a clan. I like how between all these names, then there's Old Man's College.
Yep. Doesn't quite carry the same sinister ring as the other ones, does it?
But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it then.
Yep, that's the game.
So I guess, thank you, Arthur and Lurk, for guessing for this.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And thank you everybody in the chat that decided to stick around for this.
Thank you very much for showing off the game, Shining.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I don't know, probably for the one line at the end, it was probably all worth it.
I'll kill you. And the knight. Pretty good.
So yeah, in any case, that's pretty much it for us tonight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the stream so that Luke Reveling can get started with his Dark Souls 2 stream. So goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Farewell.